Ambition versus reality. Today we talk about a topic that I love particularly. So, ambitious people versus reality check. There are two categories of people in my vision. There are the people who are truly ambitious. So they want to reach some goals that are very important. And sometimes, in some cases, this is due to some childhood traumas that make them feeling unworthy. And for this reason, they need to compensate with external validation. And this is the example of myself, for example. So probably I didn't feel worthy during my childhood and even my adulthood. So what I want to achieve is something bigger. And there are some people that instead are feeling better with themselves and they are more relaxed, less ambitious. They want to live a relaxed, chill life. And this is very nice, to be honest, because everyone want to be in peace with themselves. This is the main goal. Let's talk about the first category of people, the ambitious people. So there are so many ambitious people around, and I work with lots of them because most of my clients basically are people who want to improve their lifestyle, yes, but then they start to become very ambitious. They want to achieve important goals. But wanting to achieve important goals is not enough because there is loads of work that you need to put on it. This is even my case. I want to achieve important goals, talking about business, for example. But the point is, those people, myself included, are willing to put the work that is needed in order to achieve those goals. For example, I work in the fitness industry and I worked with so many clients, and lots of them, they want to or be more stronger basically, or the majority basically, they want the six-pack, for example. So they want to have like the toned six-pack. So being very shredded, toned and everything. The point is, at the beginning it's easy, but after a while it becomes harder and harder to become both or stronger, or if they want the six-pack, even to be shredded. Because at some point our neurochemistry, our hormonal situation will in a certain way be against our progression, because our body wants just to survive, doesn't want to be extremely strong or extremely shredded especially. So the thing is, if you want to achieve those goals, you need to go against yourself. And how many people are willing to do this job? How many people are able to focus and be consistent, because we're talking about consistency on the long term in order to achieve those goals. I want to call out myself as well. In fact, I have big goals, and the fitness goal, let's say, I achieved them, even because working on this industry, you start to learn, you start to improve your knowledge about the nutritional stuff and about the training stuff. So for me it was kind of easier. Of course I needed to put the work on it, and that's normal. But let's say it was easier because I had the knowledge. That said, when my goal became to achieve important business goals, this led me to fall off actually in my old bad habits. So binge eating, for example, because I used to suffer of DCA. Actually, I could say that till now I'm suffering about these problematics, because let's say if you sleep over, it can happen for stress and everything, but the comfort food is not a solution, and this is an habit basically. So my goal was to improve my business, but without losing my condition physically. So instead what I did is focusing on the business. I felt so stressed that I was losing the lucidity, and I wasn't focusing on my health as well. So I was starting to binge, I was not training properly, and I was using this excuse that I needed a focus for the business. But this is not good enough, because if you want to achieve big goals, and in this case my goals are related, because you can say, yeah, you need to focus on one, yeah, that's true. But I achieved my fitness goals. I need just to maintain those. And what I need to do is add some business goals. I need to study, I need to do some stuff, work every day as hard as I have ever done, and that's fine. But this doesn't mean that I need to lie to myself, because literally what I was doing is, yeah, I was saying that I was focusing on my business stuff, but to be honest, I wasn't doing what it needed to be done. For example, if you want to achieve the six-pack, you know that you need to be in a caloric deficit, reach a body fat percentage that is, for example, 6, let's say 8 realistically, to 10%. If you want to be healthier and just more balanced, yeah, 15% is fine. If you want to be shredded, 10% should be the goal. 8% may be an exceptional shredded body, but of course you need some genetics as well. You need to see even the starting condition and everything. So what I want to say is this. You know that you need to reach a goal. You know that there are some steps in the middle. How are you willing to do those steps? How are you wanting to put the effort in this? How focused are you in this? Otherwise, there is no point to be so ambitious, because this will lead just to stress and basically unhappiness. Because you see your current self, you see your desired situation, the gap between the two is basically unhappiness. Because we always want to have more, instead of starting to self-acceptance, to learn the self-acceptance first of all, because we don't need those stuff. We just want to be happy. And we think that happiness is an external situation, instead it is an internal condition. This is the most important thing. But let's say you want to be still ambitious, you want to achieve big goals, that's fine. I like to be ambitious, to be honest. But am I willing to put the work on it? For example, talking about my clients, they want to have a very good body. How many are doing the work that is required in order to achieve those goals? I always ask to my client, you want to have six-pack? Perfect. Are you eating correctly? Are you in a caloric deficit? Are you training decently? I don't want to say properly. And you don't really need to work hard. Actually, not even to work out, it's not mandatory, basically, if you want to if you want just to get shredded. The point is, are you doing the stuff that are required in order to achieve those goals? That's the key point. And if not, are you willing to do that? Or you wish just to be unhappy because you cannot achieve those goals? In this case, it's not better to be more realistic, do a reality check, and come back to a reality that is more adapted to your situation. So let's say you don't want to put this effort, you don't want to go towards this stress, and that's okay. That's totally okay. This is valid also for myself. If you don't want to do those stuff, change your reality, change your ambition, and be more realistic for yourself. Because if you want to achieve big goals, big sacrifices in most cases needs to be done. And that's very important. So be realistic. You want to be ambitious, or you want to be a normal person with still good ambition goals? So what's the point? What's your goal? What you want to achieve? And you, in which category fall in? The ambitious people or the normal person with normal ambitious goals? Let me know. See you later.